Well, I don't know if you've noticed around town. I'm in St. Catharines, but if you're in the Niagara region, graffiti's just, wow, going through the roof, and it's everywhere, it seems. And the city seems to be going and putting gray paint and yellow paint and off-colored paint all over the bricks and mortar of whatever building it happens to be put on. Now, we know that there's some derelict buildings in town of slumlords that don't take care of their properties. But many years ago, I was involved with a friend of mine who had a graffiti removal business that took it all off. Didn't just cover it with paint. It removed the graffiti, and it was pretty seamless. He had a solution that he sprayed on it and then a power washer, and it took it all off. So the purpose of this video is just to ask the question, what happened? Why is the city not enforcing the law? And if they are, then why is there so much graffiti around town? And why are you just painting over old, century-old buildings, bricks and mortar to cover the graffiti? Why aren't you just taking the graffiti off? And now we've got big blocks of paint all over beautiful buildings. It looks like hell. Graffiti bylaw compliance. Help wipe out graffiti. This is from the St. Catharines.ca website, the city's website. The city of St. Catharines is committed to reducing and eliminating graffiti in our neighborhoods. Prompt reporting and removal of graffiti is essential in reducing incidents and keeping our neighborhoods clean. The city has taken steps to make it easy and effective for citizens to take an active role in our fight to eliminate graffiti. The graffiti bylaw, well, I guess you can click here to find it. I just searched graffiti in St. Catharines, and it led me almost directly to this, the city site. Requires property owners to maintain their property free of graffiti. Properties not maintained free of graffiti will be served notice and are obligated to clean graffiti within 7 days of being served. The bylaw is not intended to be punitive to property owners victimized by graffiti, but rather it is intended to encourage prompt reporting and removal of graffiti. You see, when you remove the graffiti immediately, it tends to not come back as much. If you let it sit there like art, even when you do remove it, they'll remember you as a billboard that stood up for a long time. So they will be back. So the best thing that you can do is get on it right away. I'm not sure the solutions that they're using. I know a friend of mine had the business Graffiti Busters. I think it's still around. He had a all-natural solution that he sprayed on the graffiti and then simply went and power washed it off. Now, if you report it to 688-5600, which is the number at City Hall, graffiti staff is aware of graffiti on city properties, and all efforts are made to provide removal within 48 hours and 24 hours in the case of obscene or discriminatory graffiti. Yeah, we don't want discriminatory graffiti now, do we? When's the last time you saw that? So you can report graffiti after the fact to 688-5601. That's 905-688-5601, extension 1629. That's 905-688-5601, extension 1629. That's 1629. Or you can fill out and submit a graffiti customer service form. In person, you can complete a complaint form at Planning and Building Services at City Hall. Now, the Graffiti Removal Assistance Program is something also we lobbied for to provide assistance to property owners victimized by graffiti. City Council created the Graffiti Removal Assistance Program. This program makes funds available to property owners for removal of graffiti on their property. The program will pay property owners 50% of the cost of removal of a graffiti up to a maximum payment of $500 and a maximum of 3 times per year. So there is assistance for you out there. I'm not sure how the subsidy works, but we are paying to keep your property free of graffiti. Now, if you go downtown, I live in the North End, and I've seen a little bit of it popping up here and there. But I was downtown the other day at a buddy of mine's business. I won't say who. And we went out front, and he says, Jimmy, what are we going to do about the graffiti in town here? I said, well, what do you mean? Well, look at those. Look, there's a big gray square painted on this building over here, and there's a big yellow square painted on this building over here. The buildings are the same color. You'd think that there was the same building. The brick is the same color, although the covering paint, and I'm not sure why, I guess maybe you cover the graffiti with paint on infrastructure like bridges and concrete and things like that. But when you've got a beautiful century-old building that's bricks and mortar, you don't want a big square painted blob of mess on the side of it. I don't know what's going on at City Hall. I know resources are tight, but man, you guys seem to have nothing but money when it comes to other things. Why not graffiti removal? Why are you guys just painting it over? I don't have the solution. I'm just saying this is a freaking mess, and it's making our city look like a ghetto. Can you say ghetto without being racist? It makes it look like the CNN trains. I don't know. realestate@Team Niagara is the email if you want to shoot me a message, and you can find us online on social media, platform.com/Jim Fannon. So it doesn't matter what the platform is, twitter.com/Jim Fannon, youtube.com/Jim Fannon, facebook.com/Jim Fannon. You got it? Instagram.com/Jim Fannon. I'm out there. You can Google it. realestate@teamniagara.ca if you want to shoot a direct email. Leave your comments below if you've got an experience, or better yet, a solution that's worked in another part of the world.